When we rejoice in the victory that God has given us, it helps us face life when life goes from bad to worse. I'll give you an example. I'm a sports fan, but I'm sort of limited to hockey. That's my big sport. So I don't really watch a lot of basketball or football, but a couple weeks ago, NCAA, March Madness. And a few of us got together. We watched it was Villanova against University of North Carolina. Now again, I don't pick brackets. I don't predict winners. I would do terrible at all of that. But I know enough to know you had a really good game here. The lead went back and forth. Well, there was near the end of the game, Villanova was ahead by, 8 or 10. And then University of North Carolina just kind of chipped away at the lead. About 10 seconds left. Villanova's ahead by 3. University of North Carolina needs 3 to tie. 4.6 seconds left in the game. 3 points. Ties the game. And the crowd went wild. 4.6 seconds left. So Villanova inbounds the ball, brings it up the court. And as the buzzer sounds, another shot from the three-point line. The horn sounds, the clock is 0, and the ball drops through the net. And Villanova wins at the buzzer. And you know what? That whole stadium erupted into just cheers and confetti and streamers, and the players all pile on top of each other. Even if you don't get into basketball, that was pretty thrilling to watch. If basketball is not your thing, you've seen the same kind of thing with running, hockey, football, whatever. One thing I think you take away from that is when you see a victory like that and it sort of gives you the goosebumps, we are meant to rejoice. We are meant to celebrate victory. Now, sports is one thing. In the big scope of things, it's pretty small. But listen, we are meant to rejoice in the victory that Jesus has given us. We are meant to rejoice in that victory. And here's what else. When we are rejoicing in that victory, you know what that does to our, what Peter calls our momentary trials and sufferings? It pales in comparison. I mean, can you imagine one of these players from Villanova that had just won the championship? They're dogpiling, and he starts to think, wait a minute, let's see, I've got a math test tomorrow. I've got bills I've got to pay. No, of course not. Because in that moment, the joy of victory made everything else pale in comparison. Now listen. When life goes from bad to worse, it's not to deny the pain of what's happening. But it is to say, remember the victory. Remember the victory that we have won in Jesus. Sin no longer stands against us. Death itself cannot keep us. Satan's lies hold no power over us. That strengthens us in victory, doesn't it? That strengthens us when life goes from bad to worse. And then